I just opened up the YouTube app to like have the little chat that I look at while doing stream, and it told me of just like, hey, there's new premium features. You want to check them out? There's a new higher quality videos that you can watch. And it's like, okay, it's pretty standard. You're increasing the rate, and you can watch stuff at 4 times speed now. I will be unstoppable. But normal YouTube pleasantries. Hello, I am Tidbit, she, her. I do voices, I play games, and we are currently doing a game that I will voice over. And I just need to do all the normal things. I get the PNG tuber up and interact with the on chat. I have to have it up? Yeah. Needs to be alive. And so today's stream, the first one to get here, legally, was Al. I didn't check it beforehand. I didn't check it the day that I put up the premiere. I didn't check it yesterday. I just checked it now. Yesterday was a bit of a doozy. But, as all things go, let's get into the game. Welcome back to the Apollo Justice Trilogy. Last week we did a demo for a fan game, Echoes of Turnabout. Let's see if this one loads us up to the proper spot. No, it does not. Bow. Back to menu. Don't say it. I've got so many peeps in chat. Alrighty. So, we're doing special episode. Turnabout Time Traveler.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back! Back to that blissful moment!
Larry!
It's almost time for the reception, milady. It actually really worked.
September 21st. We don't know who's going to be doing this case. It could even be Athena. Right? Anything you can see. Nope. There's Athena. Okay. Let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle. No, Athena. You've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding a candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll be ever able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena, and I'm magic.
Drucy, what are you and Athena up to?
Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that, and it's not like I have 9 lives, you know!
You've made your bet, Athena. Now you've got to lie in it.
No! I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already! No!
My name is Phoenix Wright. I am the head of this law office.
And since when did you become the head of this office, Papa? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here?
You've got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter, and a magician.
And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Write Anything Agency.
Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean.
If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm gonna forget everything I ever learned.
Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we?
Oh no. Do I have to give a canonical voice to Larry Butts right now? Need a playable Athena. Everyone needs a playable Athena, Al. Business is slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Yo! Long time no see.
Larry! I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden?
Some big news, that's what.
Okay.
Who's this guy, boss?
This is Larry Butts. He's, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person?
Are you still caught up on I called myself Laurice that one time? Yeesh. There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now. All right. Oh gosh. In full wedding attire? How do you do?
Hello.
That dress is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Watt. Ellen Wyatt. I am a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Yes, that's the one. Wow, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? Or the one they call RAL for short?
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation.
I see. But what is a Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress?
So, actually, I've decided to get married.
You what?
I'm not so young anymore, you know. I figured it's time to finally settle down. Oh gosh, look at this Larry. He didn't have that. You didn't have that sprite anywhere before.
What? You're getting married.
No way. I don't believe it. Besides, me and Edgeworth were supposed to get married before you did, you fucking nincompoop. Steampunk planes! Steampunk planes! Steampunk planes! Wow! I think they're gonna be airships.
Why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right?
Jealous?
I don't blame ya. But green's really not your color, you know? Ugh. All right, Larry. Lay it on me. After I show you my badge. What? Where are you showing me your attorney's badge for? Wait, are you saying you want me to take up your badge and hit the courtroom? Absolutely not. With you as the defense, you're liable to bring the whole courthouse down. Literally. All I want is one chance to defend somebody in court. Objection! See, I got it. Wow. They did a full animation. How is that? Pretty good, huh? Ready to let me borrow your badge now? You saw how awesome I am at pointing, right? I'm starting to think I'm a natural. I am not lending you my badge, and that's final. Besides, pointing isn't all a lawyer does. Oh, pretty please! What do you gotta lose? My reputation, for one. I never should have shown him my badge. How come I sound super old and you don't? You know. Also, how old is Larry? 34. Nice. An old friend of mine. An aspiring picture book author. As we used to say, when something smells, it's usually the butts. I know this is supposed to be from Phoenix's perspective, but I still need more time to get into the butts. That sounded wrong. Great. I'm just gonna say this now because it's freaking me out. If I didn't transition, Larry is probably how I would look. In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope. See, like, love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie? Are they an automaton? I'm concerned.
Larry, I do believe there's a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another.
Hmm? Huh?
I'm in love with Soren. Not you.
Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby! Were you running away with me so we could get married?
As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you.
This is not happening! I even shook off the police for you! And for what? That's it! If we can't be together, my life is over! I'm gonna end it all! Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes! We had to, because we're lovers on the lam! My only friend is me and the road. Is her and the road. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on?
Jeez. Is she a porcelain doll?
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She gives very latent vibes. And then, what the fuck? Dude is a nice guy. Meet Larry Butts. I have a bone to pick with Larry. I don't know if I've said this publicly on other streams, but I still think that it's like Larry would be a fine character if he just like, showed up as a friend. It's a funny gag of like, oh, Larry is doing this job, doing that job. You're constantly finding him at new jobs. That's a funny bit. But honestly, I would have much rather seen new characters for that, and maybe Larry as, like, learning from them. Wouldn't that be funnier? It's like you're meeting with this person, and they're like, oh yeah, and my good friend, Larry Butts. Oh, fuck you. Hi! Because the bit that I was talking about of, like, Laurice, I would much rather, instead of Larry being this weirdo creep off in the mountains writing picture books, I would rather see what character that is that isn't Larry. What kind of character would they use to justify that other than, it's the Butts? And same with Old Bag. Good gag, just too prominent. To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect.
Murder? They think you killed somebody?
I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. Doll came in. Oh, what the fuck? Why is Larry here? I just woke up. Boo! Ooh, fun. Scam text message. With so many handshake emojis. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick! Me and Ellie were going to elope! We were gonna put it all on the line for true love! But the police tried to stop us! So we had to scramble to shake him off! Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released to the public. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. "25-year-old Dumas Gloombury to death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet." Marshmallow Wood. You haven't... Oh wait, Marshmallow has been here since the start of the stream. You saw how lanky he was, and he was voiced by Matthew Mercer. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous. If you see them... You've got to be kidding me. Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Oh, Nick! What's a guy to do? Ellie dumped me hardcore! I'm the one who should be crying! I just realized we need to talk to Charlie to get our minds clear. Charlie looks as lush and green as ever. Thanks to Athena taking such good care of them. I guess I should pitch in every once in a while too, huh? Bring! Achievement! I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? You've really got to stop living under a rock and get out more.
I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Laurice Donim. I can't believe you didn't know what I'm talking about the picture book. I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm.
Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote... Oh! It might kill me. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip, right? Franziska von Kama. If you were here for last week, you would know that there are now 2 people in the world who call Franziska von Kama Franzi. One is Larry Butts, and the other is my affair.
Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder? One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can even see his cute self all over his jacket. What? Wait, the heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop! He's the main character in my latest picture book! A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with arrows more Q-Piglet! And you can see this adorable fellow make his debut here. Q-Piglet's lovey-dovey lark. In stores now. In stores now. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores now or ever. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10. Will ya? You do the voice so well, Tid. Thank you. We haven't gotten a character like Larry yet, because there's only one character like Larry. Larry. I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Anywho, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy?
Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean as pure as this pure white dress.
No Cyclox. Guess that means she's telling the truth. I hate how much his personality ruins this guy for me. I love the design and what he could be, but
Yeah, everyone does.
Because he could be a lovable, just like, oh, he occasionally shows up and screws things up. But he's so unlikable.
It's kind of like the reverse problem with me of Lumpy Space Princess would be great, a great character. I just hate Lumpy's voice. It ruins everything about the character for me. Tid's voice makes him more likable, but yeah.
Yeah, I try, because everybody's got something to give, and Larry has got the butts. When I played the first game, I tried real hard to like him, but I gave up. Gosh. But helping a fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into?
There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you.
Oh?
You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I am a time traveler.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, In that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. And I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only, this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And then, somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten.
Now wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that, wait. Phoenix, you should know what a siren sounds like.
Mr. Wright, there are police cars outside.
There's a Gumshoe's annual potluck here that he doesn't tell us about.
Not this time. It's not just one or two, it's a whole bunch of them.
Hey, the potluck.
Papa, a whole squad of officers has the whole building surrounded.
What?
Now, should I make this Gumshoe? Put your votes in now. Gumshoe or Gumgal? Gumshoe or Galshoe? Can I make a poll? I can. Gumshoe? Galshoe? Nope, that was not. Crap. Alright, Kiri, you're just in time for a poll. Cast your votes now, people. Holy. Holy gazooks. It's 100% 4 votes on Gumshoe. Come on. Any more votes? Any at all? I wonder if people who aren't subscribed can also vote. It'd be amazing time to have like an alt account or something like that. Nope, everything lives and dies on this channel. Because why not? Alrighty.
I voted. Where is my sticker?
I gave it to one of those little star things. One of them has it. But you have an army of those, so. Okay, poll is ended. What about Gumshoe? Don't forget, one of the viewers is you, Tid. Because you've chat up on your phone. Funny enough, the poll doesn't show up when I'm on mobile. What? Don't give stickers to the Hoshis! Oh no. Why, does it get like mitosis? Now the whole shrine is gonna be filled with those. Uh-oh, sorry. Alright, poll's ended. 100 votes. Gumshoe. No, 100%. 100 votes, 4% Gumshoe.
This is the police! There is no escape! Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up, pal!
Nick, what do we do?
Heck if I know!
I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3. 44, 45. Whew. Talk about overkill.
Listen here, you criminals! Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you, pal. Think about their smiling faces and their warm, home-cooked meals. I'm hungry now. Heck! Who in the heck? A detective? No, hey, hold on! Hey! You can't go in there! It's too dangerous! Wait!
Okay, they said a detective, so I imagine this is Emma. Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Ding.
Emma?
I'm sorry for all the commotion.
So what in the world is going on?
Well, I raced over, and as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who holed himself up in here with the murder suspect after he made off with her. Wait, what? Well, I raced over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who holed himself up in here with the murder suspect after he made off with her.
And the fleet of patrol cars?
The police are being extra careful. Because apparently, a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back! I have a bomb." I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about.
Well, the police were being so persistent. I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, what lawyers do. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this.
Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So, if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center.
I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. But I know you will, 'cause it's you!
Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. Cool. What? And skip out on me? We've only just started practicing our repertoire, you know? Huh?
You'd better stay in practice with Trucy, Athena. A promise is a promise, after all.
That's cold, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. No! Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! She's getting away! You better get back here, Athena!
Oh, no. I better not find a body when I get back. I guess the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. No. Wait a minute. Athena, please, come back. No, don't tell me my investigation partner is... Oh no. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me all the beautiful ladies, all the cute girls, all the wonderful women are gone! No!
September 21st. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Do you remember the 21st night of September? There was a time travel plot, remember? Oh, wait, you can't 'cause it's in another timeline. They're gone, and they'll always be in here, heart. Fuck, that's what that beating's about? All the imprisoned women in my heart? They're pretty rhythmic.
Nick is gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry! I told you I haven't decided yet.
What? Oh, she got cute. You're not gonna take my case? I'm never gonna be happy.
Miss Wyatt? What the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down.
I'm innocent, I tell you, I'm innocent! But the police won't believe me! And neither will anyone else! I'm gonna tie alone in a jail cell!
All right, I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying and stop with the banging.
Really? You will?
The fact Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me.
Oh, thank you!
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Oh, you're turned on by this? What? Everyone's got their kinks. God damn it, Larry. Do I really have a choice? I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Ms. Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Ms. Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this thing together.
Thank you, Mr. Wright!
There. It's going to be okay. Now, try to pull yourself together.
Alright, just give me a moment. I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright.
Sure. No problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. See, I'm a defense attorney. What can you tell me about this?
Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Do you suppose he hates me now?
I really couldn't say.
Oh, what if? What if he doesn't love me anymore because of all of this? Whatever shall I...
Oh no, she's gonna start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Ellen.
You don't? Really?
Yes, really. Probably. Please, don't cry. You'll only cause him more heartache if you do.
Yes, you're right. As a Sprocket bride, I have to hold my head up high at all times.
I better really watch what I say around Ellen. Also, extremely curious. that she was described as a maid, but she's somehow a Sprocket family.
Hence why I was doing the thing of where it's like when she's breaking down, she doesn't have the posh accent because she's a maid. She's not posh. She's just a commoner.
What? She's getting married at 21? Oh, you haven't seen the worst of it. Look how old Larry is. He really doesn't look it.
Tibbet, if I was a guest at your wedding and got murdered, would you be mad at me? Getting arrested at 21 too. Yeah, that's just girl things. The age gap, I can't. Great, it's another one of these stories. Didn't we have this in the first game, case 2? You know, with the Wataki family. The age gap between them was kind of bigger, but she was older. We have to see Soren's age. Hey. Well, from the sounds of it, from what I was able to glean, it sounds like she was getting married to Dumas Gloomberry, but she wants to marry Soren. You know, the one who's not royal.
Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident.
All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury.
Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim that was in the news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions.
How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep!
That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he attacked you?
Why is Nick calling her miss if she just got married? Well, she hasn't got married yet. Time travel anymore, really. What? Yeah, because it was during the reception, which is before the wedding? I don't know weddings that well. Oh no, my girlfriend's going to kill me. She loves weddings, and I don't know a lick about them. Are we all getting our Ace Attorney sonas? Yep, with no. If I assume the person who was on the front of the special case acts like a biscuit, we'll have a biscuit. But Ibby, do you act like this, or are you more like Vera, the artist girl who faints?
Do you have any idea why he attacked you?
No, but...
But what?
Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married.
Oh, so Mr. Gloomsbury was a random person. So Soren's the husband. Jeez, jealous much? What a loser. Ignore him.
Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant.
That pendant?
Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love.
And so you made a wish on it.
Now, you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but I begged the pendant, please take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked! It brought me back to just before the reception started.
So, that's the time-traveling thing you mentioned back in my office. I'm sorry, but I have to say it's pretty unbelievable.
I see you have a Mogitama. We both know nothing in this world is impossible, Mr. Wright. Listen. Unbelievable! I knew you'd never believe me!
Nick, Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Sure, Larry, sure.
But it's really true, I tell you! This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help and it really did send me back in time.
Is she listening to herself?
I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. Okay, I do know a little bit about weddings, and that sometimes you have a rehearsal. So I wonder if she's just been knocked out, and she just doesn't realize it was a rehearsal. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing was unusual was happening at all.
Could you not cook while we're talking, please?
It's just salt and pepper. My tears and pepper. You don't rehearse the reception. You got me there, doll.
Alright, so, when and how did you come under suspicion for murder?
Well, after the reception ended, the second reception, I mean, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself.
Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day?
For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquets.
I see.
I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern!
So, you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right! I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and I didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion I had killed him.
So, this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen. Well, since Gloomsbury's dead, that means I can't do the Matt Mercer voice. Frick. But then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time. A time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? I've heard it all before. Seriously, I am gosh dang Phoenix Wright. I should know better than anyone that this is all possible. Ellie, Why didn't you tell Nick about that other thing, too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked.
Yes, good idea, Larry.
So, you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right?
That's right. I've only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all.
Oh, Ellie! How can you say that? You and me are bound by fate! I'm telling you! We're meant to be together!
What? You're wrong, Larry!
I've never been so right, baby! It's as plain as the goatee on my chin. Wait a minute, now that you mention it, I can't tell if it's just like, oh, because he mentioned it. It now looks a bit odd. But is it just me, or does the outline of the goatee not match the rest of him? Are they gonna rip off his goatee? Does he have a butt chin? L for Larry and chat. Yeah, get your L's. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What was he like?
His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, that's why it's so expensive, because she's marrying two Sprockets. I forgot that's how things worked. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny.
What about your destiny too?
I play that on like Tuesdays, maybe Thursdays, maybe even Fridays if I can make it. Because, you know, the strange coins you get from Vanguard Ops.
You like her shoulders.
They're cute. I wish I had cute shoulders.
Did you say Soren Sprocket? As in...
That's right! The next president of Sprocket Aviation! She is god dang adorable. Gosh dang adorable. Gosh flip-a-dooble adorable.
Wait, he's in line to take over the company. Ugh, he's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat! Ugh. I'm clearly the better choice. Clearly!
Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There is no comparison.
Ellie, you're breaking my achy, breaky heart! So she's marrying into money.
I can't believe Soren chose me. A simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor, my prince. Oh, my Soren.
So, what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen?
It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind.
You did? Then that person must be the true culprit. And they're in the room with us now. Wouldn't that be great? A special episode, we get to jail Larry Butts. Did you see who it was?
I'm afraid not.
Have you told anybody else about this?
I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream.
I can't exactly say I blame them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't! Eh! Look at my teeth. I guess I've asked her all I can for now.
Spick and span! Spick and span!
Ellen, what are you doing?
I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. I can't have my future hubby come into a dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span! Spick and span!
Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we'd better get to the crime scene right away. I'm your investigation partner. Deal with it. What? You're coming too? Of course I am! If I solve the crime and reveal the true killer with my super sleuthing skills... Don't say it with that tone. Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next up, the mooring dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go!
It is very fun to voice Larry, though. It's like a zest for life, complete lack of understanding for everything, and just even more energy on top of that. We don't get Athena, but we get this butt! I wonder if the map being broken is going to be relevant. Unless it's like something crashed into it. That's a big airship. Nice cut. Despite my anger for the game, bringing Athena for butts. You do a great job on the voice. Flying Chapelle Rhone? Is that like a fancy airline I don't know about? I've never stepped on a plane in my entire life.
So, this is Sprocket Park. But where's the reception hall?
The reception hall? Oh! That's... wow! Looky there!
What is it?
I just spotted me a cute mamacita. Don't wait up, Nick.
Oh, you're not an investigation partner. You're just here. Hold on. Where's the reception hall?
Sorry, Nick. Man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an autiste after all. Oh, miss. Yo! Hello.
I thought he was gonna take me to the crime scene.
What? Mamacita! We don't claim him. No.
Well, I'm sure he'll come back. I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. Wow, this thing's really banged up.
You looking at the sign? They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent the bench flying into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway.
I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado.
The repair guy was saying, "Don't touch, it's dangerous."
I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work.
I haven't heard an Ibby impression before. Well, give me a reason to impersonate you, Ibby. Kiri's a VTuber, so I'm supposed to fill in on him when he's not. I mean, no reason. No reason at all. How do you delete a clip from a stream?
Wow. That huge airship is moored to just this skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could send it flying.
The bench.
Me? Sensitive? No. So, this bench hit that sign, huh? Hopefully it didn't hit a person, too. That would be catastrophic. I guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, I'd better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture, too. Ain't life in the Ace Attorney world just fun? Not only are there murderers about, there's benches. Beep. Gay spotted. Wow. That airship is huge. Oops. Didn't mean to say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. But I've got to say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man! I wasn't on my game today! So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front... Wait. What's that say? Flying Chapel. You don't... Do you mean to tell me... Yep! Ellie's reception was on that airship! Whoa. The Sky High Reception Hall?
Oh no, my girlfriend's gonna get ideas. How would you... I mean, that is one of the easiest things to plan for. The issue is if people need to leave. Or they can't make it in time to get on. Though I guess it's not that different from like having a church reception at a wedding reception on a boat. Same deal. It's just that this one's really high up. Tid, can I come to your wedding? Maybe. We'll see what happens. You make them travel out to Niagara Falls, so they have no excuse of somewhere else to be. Paradise Falls. Tid, can you smuggle me into your wedding? I don't have a passport. Well, you don't need a passport when you have a flying chapel, so it's a big old world tour, just going to see all my friends. That's where all the money goes. The gas, or the energy to propel it. Imagine it being, like, solar-powered. Having solar panels on the top of an airship would be interesting.
Yep, that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that ship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum, too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip, though. Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. Why are you acting like that's like a high-regarded item? Because I had to pay $30 for this. Larry, you're so gullible. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yup, should be here any minute now. Oh gosh. Edgeworth? Edgeworth. That red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy! I called your damn husband. I trust you've been well, right? Ugh.
Surprise! Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it?
Maya! What are you doing here? You got me all stunk.
Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride.
Who let this child behind the wheel? She's 28. We can't see it, but she's 28. Unless it says she's 29 now, then we know it's definitely after main stuff.
Maya! I know this is sudden, but please marry me!
She looks horrified. Oh my gosh, look at that stare.
The Butts is trying to claim my life. What should I do? Who can I spirit channel that could kill Larry and no one else? There was that phantom. Oh, fuck, I don't know their name or their face. Fuck. Nick? What's Larry talking about?
He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride, anyway.
Wow. Poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to them.
This is oh fuck, I'm saying this out loud. This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back here home in the States.
Okay, so it is after the last case. No continuity errors. The answer is any woman. Incorrect, Maya. She's been abroad for her whole life. Lucky.
Only some people are lucky enough to be broads for their entire lives. Sadly, I am not one of them. That's right! The new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready!
Hey, look at you, Maya! All grown up and as cute as ever. Larry, why the flip were you so disappointed when you said all grown up?
Don't say that, creep!
Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. You ever heard of polyamory? Or an open relationship?
Hey, there is. They are in the sports car.
I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgeworth! I figured that car belonged to you. It's also in your name, jackass. We're married. Asshole. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine and the district chief's prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately.
That friend word is doing so much lifting. Everyone knows it.
Friend. Too many quotation marks, so we just had to remove them for space. So, what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me. Larry called you up, too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? It's the same business as always. I'm the prosecutor for this case, because Nayuta is off in Kurine doing stuff. Why are you presenting that to me? There doesn't seem to be any rust on that badge, and no teeth marks yet. But can the same be said of its owner? Of course. I'm practically rust-proof. Let's hope you stay that way. A flying wedding chapel. That's a rather romantic venue, isn't it?
I'm freaking out. Maybe they do it in this.
Romantic? I never thought I'd hear that word come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? What? Am I not allowed to think such a thing? Wait, you're not thinking about finally settling down and getting married, are you? Right, in this continuity, we already are! Why do you always have to jump to such extreme conclusions? They should get married right now! You should get married right now. For your information, I have no intent of doing such a thing. What about you? Right. No plans here for now. Even if I wanted to, you just said you don't have any plans. Well, at least I found out how Edgeworth feels about marriage.
Oh my gosh! Take your screenshots now. Look at this. Look, this feels too perfect. To like throw at a fan and be like, "This is an official game," and they go, "Rah!" Literally seeing the word chapel behind them as well. Maya's passed out on their couch. They're fighting in front of friends, not in front of company. Maya has seen me at my lowest. I'm practically a sibling without... Mia taught me everything and raised Maya. And Larry, I do not care about his opinion. Not that it has anything to do with the case. You believe this? So, the suspect is claiming that she made a wish upon that pendant and was transported back in time. You gotta get back to the best samurai, Jack. Ugh, doesn't beat the Steel Samurai. It has samurai in the name, yes, but it has Jack after it. So, you're telling me you wouldn't want to see Steel Samurai Jack? No. I know you.
Ha! Of all the ridiculous things in this world. And you actually believe this fantastic story of hers? Yeah. Well, Huh. Do you know how much that gawks me? That befools me? You're using made-up words. Yes, because I sound fancy. I can do whatever I want. But do you know how befuddled I am at this? I'm so befuddled, I need a drink. Edgeworth, you're not supposed to take drinks from outside the fourth wall. Too bad, it's mine.
Zero straights in chat. Says Ibby. The one who's practically married to Biscuit. Are you not straight? I've never seen you... Huh, you're not straight. She's ace. Right. Right. I mean, with all the thirst trap videos you make of, like, Vash and stuff, it's very, very confusing. Heteromantic asexuals don't have to be straight. True. I'm not very good with love myself. I have a girlfriend, somehow.
You should drop this case if you can't bring yourself to believe in your own client's words. Not that I can blame you for your skepticism, mind you. Ugh. I may not have a good answer for him right now, but if I just do my job, I'm sure the truth will make itself known in the end.
Does he have a unique dialogue for this as well?
Already started your investigation, I see. I suppose I should praise your enthusiasm. You don't need to patronize me, Edgeworth. Just because you're chief prosecutor doesn't make you better than me. Huh. My title is my title. But when I see a lawyer from some tiny, obscure office hard at work, it's only natural that I should want to do my part to help the socially impoverished. Ugh. Well, you can help by providing me with some info. I've already searched here. It never hurts to take another look around. I want to look at the car. I can't believe Edgeworth's still driving around in that bright red car. Maybe it's time he pimped it out by slapping a cravat on its hood or something. Putting a cravat on the car? What is this, the Cars universe? It would be an engine muffler. That's what cravats are for. Thank you very much.
Huh? What? Cravat. The thing that's on his chest right now.
It's a cravat.
Phoenix, funny.
Just so you know, Wright, I am the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we'll be standing on opposite sides of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So, they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right?
What do you mean, settle it amicably?
It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug.
Wow! Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout?
Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute a sprocket.
So, that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right?
That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served.
Even Simon?
Look, would you really want Simon to interact with Larry? He'd kill Larry. Simon Blackwill. Athena's brother, technically. And by technically, I mean Simon's Athena's uncle.
No! No! I know it's the uncle. I just love seeing you panic, doll.
The prosecutor, black and white motif, has a bird named Taka. And sometimes talks like a samurai. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I am up against. For that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that, not even the almighty sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you.
Edgy! Come on, man! How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of a heartless jerk are you?
I'm simply doing my job, butthead. And I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back. Not for you or anyone else.
Edgy! He called him Edgy. He's always called him Edgy. That has been a thing. These three know each other. Larry, Miles, and Phoenix. They all know each other. They've known each other for the longest time. Larry is technically the catalyst, because the very first thing that Phoenix tried to do was defend Larry for not stealing lunch money. And Miles figured it out. This was before he had a turn to prosecutor, and he also wanted to be a defense attorney. I think it's funny, though, because Edgy, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Thanks for the warning, Your Righteousness. I heard that. You're only supposed to call me that. And so, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, as I presume? Of course, unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. I guess that explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. This morning. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But, as always, I have no intention of showing anyone my mercy. You want to say that one again? Sure. I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. How old am I? 35? 34? 28.
Ibby, he don't show Phoenix mercy, wonk wonk wonk.
There was supposed to be a wink in there, but it got lost. So, if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me?
He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he?
Edgeworth, about this incident. Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I am not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No. I guess we are adversaries for now.
They know what they're doing. The game designers putting these two in front of a chapel, having these long talks about being on the other sides.
And you, Larry. Me? I'd like you to come with me. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Edgeworth. You brought me Maya, and you took away Larry. Great. Oh, wait, is this what... Really, is this what... Okay, maybe. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect.
But, Edgy, we're old pals, aren't we?
Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along.
Ah, Nick! Help me out of here! Come on, why can't I be in the back seat?
Nope, into the trunk.
Ah!
Is it just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever?
Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out.
Well, Nick, we'd better hop to it.
Up to what?
Investigating the crime scene? Of course! What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun.
Fun? Huh. It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. All right, to the crime scene, then.
Yeah! And away we go!
Oh, wait. You have the normal. Yeah. Oh, wait. What do you think of the badge? Come on. It's old.
Your attorney's badge looks so nice and shiny on your lapel. It's so cool, like the mark of a true hero.
If I can be a hero to my clients, that's good enough for me.
In that case, I'll be the commander that controls the hero from behind the scenes.
Wait, are you saying you've been manipulating me all this time?
Go, Roborite, to the crime scene!
I guess that makes me a robo-lawyer? We can't say mecha-lawyer. Game Grumps will sue us.
Like the Starbomb song! Doll, how does that line specifically go again? Mecha Lawyer. Okay. I did remember. Huh. Is Owl still here? We got a steampunk plane in the top right. And an interesting little device in the left. We got all your favorite games like Cuckut and Mecha Lawyer.
So, this is the reception hall.
According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Yikes, we're pretty high up. But at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem that bad.
Nick, are we de-aging?
It is a time travel story, so what if we get some practice in to be, younger us, for in case we ever do the Phoenix Wright trilogy?
Now you're just saying nonsense. Ooh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here.
Mr. Wright. Maya. Does this mean you've taken the case?
Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So, do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead.
Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too.
I wonder, do y'all like the gimmick that for this time travel one with Maya and Phoenix, instead of using old Phoenix
An older Maya, we bring it back to a younger Maya.
and a younger Phoenix by about 10 years.
I said about little asterisks.
Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So, do you think you could give us a rundown?
Girl, I can't process that subtlety. Yeah, but I like performing. We're getting likes from the gallery. I'm not de-aging Emma, though.
Small Emma would be too small.
Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday, on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
7 to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear anything about time traveling or anything, did you?
Time traveling? What do you mean?
Nothing. Forget about it. That's pretty much the response I expected.
The victim's name is Dumas Gloomsbury. He was a servant in the Sprocket family household.
Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers?
Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant, after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very closed and private man. So, the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back.
If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss?
We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her. His name is a pun on dumbass, and I love it.
Yeah, there's a town down in Texas. And I remember a long time ago hearing jokes about dumbass Texans and it being real. I was like, really? That's why you don't put the second S, because they lost it. But it's pronounced Dumas or something. And what circumstances are these exactly?
Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands.
But why would a bride who was just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that?
Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back.
So it's self-defense. But why did he attack her to begin with?
Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Bloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So, this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first. But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick?
It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that. But I wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim.
But wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of a huge company? It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale! It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. Marshy, someone's against the union. What do we do with them?
So, what was the murder weapon, Emma?
This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. Take them out back. I'll handle this. We still don't know who it is yet, so just have the appropriate things ready. Clock with mechanism.
Wow, it truly is. We're traveling back in time. So, the victim was clubbed to death with this. Huh. That's so funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell.
Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence? But there was definitely a luminal reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury. So, it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. They call it the Timekeeper. The idea is it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day.
A time machine, huh? Come to think of it, Ellen said her pendant was a part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works.
Take them to the outback? Isn't that a big extreme to take them all the way to Australia?
Don't worry, Curie. We have Outback steakhouses here in America. It's not that difficult to get to. Marshy, I don't know what they're doing, though. They're not American.
Oh, silly Curie. They meant they'll just kill them in a steakhouse.
Yeah, where do you think the steakhouse gets its meat? The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on. So she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself.
So, a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son.
Huh.
I guess it's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two.
Yes. Apparently, the groom's parents and all his other relatives were strongly opposed. But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yup. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spend all of my spare time in Kurine watching soap operas on TV.
I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya.
Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. From the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her.
So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who oppose their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now.
Is this where the body came out of?
A model airplane. The perfect decoration for an airline company wedding.
And a propeller plane? Like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I love to see the Steel Samurai fly in a plane like that! Could you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over Neo Old Tokyo.
If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening.
Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later.
Don't tell me you're still in contact with that weirdo.
Yeah? You don't even remember his name, do you?
It's, Colin?
No.
Useless?
No.
I got nothing.
Typical.
Please, at least wait after the trial is over. There is a distinction between Wright and Apollo. It's extremely subtle, but it's where they get their voice from. Phoenix really talks in like the center and uses the diaphragm, whereas Apollo mostly uses like the top of the face. Top of the throat, back of the face. You know, those things. For someone who does a lot of vocal training, you know nothing, don't you? I know nothing. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think?
Yeah! But I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling that well.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't let it fall on my head. Well, wow. Look at the horns on this flying bovine. Must be a bull. It seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece.
By the look of those wheels, I bet you he can be rolled around rather easily, too.
Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. And this is what the backside looks like.
What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle?
What the? Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs.
I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted.
I guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? It makes sense to cut costs where you can.
Oh no, an airline cutting costs? No! We're gonna fall out of the sky! Also, I really like how fast the clouds are moving outside, because it slightly implies that we might get stranded on this thing. It just flies away, and it's just like, you have to finish the court here! Don't you know? In the diagram, in the hold is actually a secret courtroom. Bowling, is that you? I mean, it's bowling. Bowling.
Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing.
Boop. Oh, we just pulled in closer. For some reason. It seems everything is clickable except this one spot.
So, that's the Vista deck outside. That's the Vista deck out there.
I bet the view is amazing.
Why don't you go out there, Miss Kite?
But I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick?
Yep, kinda. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. This is the sweetheart table, where the bride and groom sit.
Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean?
Those are flowers, Maya. They're not edible.
I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though.
They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know? They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner.
Oh boy, someone's gonna escape by jumping off the ship and you'll have to prove it. / I know nothing about this case. Can you prove he didn't teleport? Ah, man. I wouldn't be able to stand out. I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it.
They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. Those tight corsets squeezing their waists. They can barely eat a bite.
Really? It sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture.
Well, that's because if you just go by the standards that were set by people much older than you, you're going to have a horrible wedding because it's not your wedding. It's just a list of traditions you got to keep with. So whenever you're making a wedding, make it for you.
I just realized teleport is etymologically far door. Don't wear white. Yay, wedding for you. I mean, some people like the white dresses. Those look pretty cool. But then, have you ever seen a black wedding dress? Fucking cool.
I guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. This must be where the time machine was placed.
I can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick! We have to prove Ellen's innocence, no matter what it takes.
I agree. We can't let this thing go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. It's gotta that title has to go with the first one.
The first one?
Yeah, they like jumped out of a plane or something like that. They got a person to officiate while they were falling.
Why was it so sad?
They landed.
Are they alive?
They landed.
Nick.
I think that about does it for this area.
Nick, you gotta tell me if they're alive.
They landed.
No! Oh, right. This is 3D. We can rotate. I forgot.
This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. How did it just break open like that? It looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken.
It's not a cow, Nick. That's Pegasus, the flying the horse.
No way. It's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything.
But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings.
Then where do I get my buffalo wings from? Checkmate.
So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamoo.
I did not see that coming. A Pegamoo?
Yep, look, says it right there. Yeah. Yet somehow, the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know?
I think it was pretty lazy.
Huh? That's strange.
Wait, what? What? Huh? That was the stepladder thing?
I gotta look at the details of that. For looking into the true natures of ladders and stepladders doesn't explain it. Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegable, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. With the horns and all.
Cows can have horns, you know. Okay, well, that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegable. But take a look at the pamphlet.
Oh. Interesting.
See, the one on the right says Pegable, but
The other one says Pegacow. A female Pegamoo.
right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple.
So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are 2 males here.
Oh gosh, that'd be one heck of a twist.
It's like, oh, Soren didn't like Ellen. Soren did like Dumas. And it's a gay wedding. Those are possible in Ace Attorney. And at the very end, Edgeworth and Miles... he marries himself.
No, Edgeworth and Wright get married.
Because you can have 2 bowls. But for some reason, there are 2 males here.
Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room?
Ellen set up the room. Why are there 2 E names in this case? It's a bit difficult.
One of them's the detective.
Yeah, but are they that different?
Ellen.
Emma? It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Broken lantern added to the court record. In any case, we better check this thing out. Did this come from the lantern?
It's covered in blood.
Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern?
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood? Ugh.
That'd be bloody awful, to say the least.
Hey, I sees it.
What do you think this is, Maya?
It looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall?
No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. Hey, what's this?
Huh. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. Uh-oh!
Ooh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
It looks like a note outlining the murder plot.
Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush?
And why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. Oh, yeah, I guess. Because you'd start to write here, and you'd get there. Brush it off. And then when you did this one, you'd brush it there. Okay. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
I guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert.
Hey! I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
All right. Let's get back to the note.
That note was apparently written by the victim.
But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this?
Unless there was like a forgetting potion or something latent like?
Are you sure the victim wrote it?
I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
Maya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Whoops.
So, Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions?
It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there.
So, he planned on pushing Ellen off from there.
Yup, the fact they have pointed out that this is a helipad, or heliport as they've said, reveals that there is a elevator here, and they could send off with a helicopter.
What a monster. Bloomsbury note added to the court record. Alright, I think we're done here.
Nick, there's still a dead body.
No, there's an outline of a dead body. You know what I mean! So, this is where the body was found. The first person to find it was Ellen. Why did that break open, and why was she holding the timepiece? Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found?
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it.
I guess that about does it for this lantern. Wow, that... Even with moving this around, that outline is gone. They really just hit it just behind the lip. I saw a circle show up over here. Okay, we'll rotate.
I wonder what this partition is for.
I imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. They probably wait behind there on their when they're on standby.
I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there.
Not that anyone sane would. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception.
Ooh! Hey, Nick! Go stand over there for a sec. Go, 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 go.
Why?
Just because! Now go!
All right. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Fogmaster 9000 on!
Maya, no! Huh? Oh, it's not a fog machine, it's an air pressurizer.
Aw, nothing happened.
Looks like it won't work without some dry ice.
Darn it. I've always wanted to be all I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke.
Ugh.
Get a load of that huge set of doors. I bet all sorts of things come and go through there. Like an elephant.
I'm pretty sure it's just the bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus.
Or even a dog on a jet ski.
Maya, what are you doing?
Your love is not enough. I want some cool shit. That's it.
Oh, that's probably what I pinged off of. Yeah, it looks important. Circus theme wedding. Ugh. It looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. Ugh. Oh my gosh. You know, there's a lot of things I will defend about Ace Attorney and stuff. I will not defend the butt.
That face looks awfully familiar.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Guess I'll bring it to him later.
Freaking Larry. See, he's hurt me so bad, I'm back to the old Nick voice. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene.
Wait, but weren't we going to check the other fog machine thingy and partition? Or was it going to be the same dialogue?
Jet reminded me to give Larode his wallet back.
Also, there should be someone, maybe watching the stream right now on the 25th, who needs to do a little bit of rent paying. Meow. Meow. I know I was supposed to do that when I got my can of drink, but I only just remembered now. Huh? What's going on? I am sending a message to my girlfriend in the future. Welcome to Time Travel Shenanigans. She's going to be watching this tomorrow, and we need to pay rent tomorrow. It's just a little memo funny thing.
Hey, Nick. I want to see the rest of the airship.
We might as well, since we're here.
True. We might even run into some of the other people involved in the case.
What a shoulder pat. Oh, I guess it's just the branding of the airline. Biscuit! Yeah, this is a biscuit. Freaking look at him. Biscuit, my love. He looks like a fucking KOF character. Kung of Fu? The very funny thing is, Biscuit's not been in chat, so... King of Fighter. Oh. Like Terry? What chat are you reading? I don't see Biscuit in this chat. If he was in this chat, we maybe could pull him into VC to voice the Soren.
Nick, how long has that guy been standing there?
I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation?
Boink! Huh?
Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane.
I guess we're supposed to read it then? Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Huh. Well, that was a rather cold welcome.
Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Or, to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation.
So, he's Ellen's fiancé.
That's a cool pen. I want that.
Oh, there he goes.
He's kind of eccentric.
Are we not allowed to say autistic?
No. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of Sprocket Aviation's business successes.
He goes, Nyum.
That's literally how I saw that. It's just like he pulled out a pen plane and he walked away. He is going Noom.
An inventor?
Huh. Yep. He even designed this airship.
That is pretty impressive.
Nick! This is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen.
Oh, right. It looks like he was heading outside. We already searched here. It never hurts. Boop. That's one big partition screen. Industrial size, even.
I bet it'd cause an industrial-sized mess if it fell over.
And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya.
What? Then who's gonna just how stable it is?
Just leave it alone, please. It's a fog machine for the reception.
Pretty cool, huh?
Don't you dare touch it.
Ah, spoil sport.
That's because I know how you operate.
Gosh, we really are just Athena and Apollo, aren't we?
Yep. Just different tones, different jokes.
Is there something I can do to help you with that?
Actually, I was hoping it would help me move my investigation along.
Sorry, but that's not gonna do much for you here, I'm afraid.
That's too bad.
Aw, don't look so glum. You have to keep a positive outlook. Why don't you take a break with something sweet? I highly recommend Snackadoos myself. You want to try some?
No thanks. I appreciate the offer, though.
Shoot yourself. You don't know what you're missing.
There he is. Excuse me. Could we talk to you?
Look at my massive airplane with wings.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you what you're doing?
As you can tell by the branding on my shoulders and the book, I am not straight. I have a wife. He sure is riding up a storm. Are we ever actually going to be able to voice Soren? It is possible. If an enormous, then theoretical matter can retain its form, even if its course at the event horizon.
Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen.
I can't stand Soren, but I think Basegate's really cool.
Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So, could we ask you about the case?
Is it Skylanders related?
Ow! What the? Not interested. Great.
Biscuit's here! Sorry, Biscuit, you used your one-time pass to get on the stream for free, and that was for last time, so you don't get to voice them. Sorry.
Not interested? How can you say something like that?
This is about your fiancée! She's under arrest, you know!
Well, I don't like your tone, so...
The diameter of the ship is approximately 18 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move the matter of that mass is...
He's off at his own little world.
Noom! Been here the entire time, but thank you. It's like Edgeworth, but faster. That's how I see Biscuit.
Big, massive muscles sometimes.
I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest.
We'll just have to talk on his level then. With something he might be interested in.
It's weird. I can only do Biscuit when he's doing the weird rambling about Thor with his massive, massive muscles. But when I try and do just like a normal Biscuit, it just sounds like Edgeworth. Because Biscuit talks with a very inclinated tone. Magnets! He talks so professionally on his videos because he is a voice actor. But I don't know how to capture that. Massive, massive muscles. A caffeinated Miles.
Alright. Let's throw the pendant at him. Could you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant.
You mean to say there are two Ellen's lawyers?
Yes. I just told you that a minute ago.
Oh. Wait, no. You mean to say... Oh! You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Sorry. I was lost in thought thinking about Skylanders. AI can suck 11. Nobody can do my voice. He wasn't even listening.
Oh boy. He's not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimony anyway. We'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind.
Also, Doll, you saying, I don't like this guy. We gotta pull up your previous testimony of not knowing anything about this case.
We'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind.
I don't know a thing about it. So, why don't you go ask the police?
In other words, not interested.
This guy is the worst! Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen.
In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time?
Go on.
Guess that got your attention.
So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible.
Righty then.
At the same time, it is also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself.
What do you mean?
The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? What Ella experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again.
Tidbit, I just got back. Can you fill me on who this overgrown paperboy is?
This is Biscuit, Soren Sprocket. We're doing a Biscuit voice, which surprisingly, Biscuit's voice really lends itself to talking really fast. Ellen's husband. Remember her?
Maybe we better ask him some more about the time machine.
Autistic boy with no riz, but Ibby sees herself and Biscuit in him.
So, you've been researching time travel, have you? Also, to give you a heads up, Marshy, since Maya is our assistant, I'm using younger Phoenix voice to do this stuff. Because it's just like the good old days, we're traveling back in time.
Loud incorrect buzzer, Ibby. Moving through the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel.
Time travel is a mode of transportation.
Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they are all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, Sprocket Aviation has advanced the developments of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap.
Is he done? So, what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick?
Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-through to it, I guess?
Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is launch humanity into the future.
Launch, not lunch.
But do you really believe that time travel is possible?
It only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. We are time travelers. But you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand my long history with Skylanders.
Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist.
Thank you, Kiri. I need a stamp of approval from Biscuit, though, to get highest marks. What's wrong with Soren?
All I know is, Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, too, when it comes to inventions, anyway.
Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. So, I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Aye.
Master Soren.
Oh,
This is quite a character. It is time for the meeting on next term's project.
ah.
What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? Tut tut. You are the future president. You must consider the business side too.
Oh.
It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once.
I'm not interested.
Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. I could be non-binary, but I have a job, so I'm not thinking about that right now.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick? A butler? I didn't know they actually existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff.
You've been kidnapped by a butler, Maya.
And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer.
And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey, a spirit medium.
That was a fake butler, Tid. Ah! They did their job. Until the job was broken.
Oh, so it is you.
Also, I saw it when they were transitioning the text boxes, but this blue part of the map that's cut out, it looks like either a pterodactyl with the little feet and the long wing and like an open mouth and then two little points coming off of it, or like another direction is where it's like this is a mouth with the spike of a bird with a big wing and tiny little feet.
I am most grateful to you for taking notes on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks.
Don't mention it. So, hey, speaking of the
Oh, one moment, please. I interrupted your text box. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch. Oh, this? It's just a bit of a good luck charm.
It's one expensive good luck charm. But I guess it makes sense, knowing the time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is important to him as my attorney's badge to me.
There is a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor?
Huh? You mean to Soren's home?
As a token of my appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick! A fancy high society tea party! With high-class snacks and everything!
And, what about the investigation?
Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house?
Yeah, the steampunk aesthetic is really cool.
I really like it. It's very close to all these, like, I like the gadgets. I'm a fiend for gadgets.
I don't know. Do you really think his house is going to give us any new ideas?
Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place.
All right. You win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor, then.
Maya, get out of the way! I'm trying to ogle the butler over here. Steampunk and solarpunk have to be my favorite utopian aesthetics.
Oh gosh. What is going on here? They move like mannequins. I wonder if they are.
Wow, this place does not disappoint. Oh, I'm so excited. Woo!
Whoa! Slow down, Maya! The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions? Huh? That's why you invited us here? I'm sorry to have tricked you like this, but this is a murder, after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation.
Aww, I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks, too.
There, Maya. Don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man.
Hey, Nick! Look at that cute vintage radio!
Radio? Oh, that thing under the stuffed bull's head?
Over here, chat. To the right.
Wouldn't be surprised if there were robots. That'd be so cool. What a latent twist. Oh, I so would. Anyway, I'm over it.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
Maya! I thought I told you to settle down.
I'm sorry.
Not to worry.
I want that shoulder piece. It's cute and it does so much. If this was a woman, this would be my vibe.
Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. I'm not the only butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty.
That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway?
It's my FXR-UPR shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has so many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though.
Seriously, if this was a woman, imagine it.
Just tell me, and I'll add it to your design.
I can change Goldie all I want. I can do my own thing. Maybe if I ever make Goldie in a suit, I'll look at this.
Don't someone tell Owl that there's a suit in production.
Pierce is giving green Sephiroth. Interesting. I mean, we do have Soren, so maybe it's Kingdom Hearts. That's why there's time travel. In fact, it's not time travel. It's simply going through the games properly.
That's so cool. I wish I had one of those.
So someone is saying the stream health might be dying.
Says it's all good on my end.
Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me.
I seem to have gotten sidetracked.
He must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. Still, I need to ask him some more questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find while I'm here, too. Investigate and talk.
No undue people to eavesdrop here. What are these?
Let's start on the right. A bull. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel, too.
The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is a symbol of sprocket aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know.
Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put in their employees, though. Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put their employees through.
By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it? I get it! He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's a rainbow, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick?
Yeah. For the lamest of the pun. For the lameness of the pun.
That's not a lame pun. That's a pretty good pun. I like it. All puns are lame if you have no wonder in your soul. So fix that.
Don't you dare touch that radio again. It looks like an expensive antique.
What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again.
I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Did you see anything that would require payment of repairing it? Nothing. Oh, it's the bridal bouquet.
Hey, Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it.
Why me?
Just because you and Edgeworth need a sign. I bet you'd look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it.
But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet?
I mean, hold still, Phoenix. Estrogizing beam. Ah! Who cares? Just catch it. Here.
Ow! Hey! You threw that right in my face!
Imagine Phoenix Wright as a woman. Shame that doesn't exist. Anyway, who wants to play of the devil? Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet? Trust me. But why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last.
But I already caught it.
Whoops. Too late now. Come on, Nick.
Genderbend Phoenix?
Yes. There's an artist somewhere on Twitter or Blue Sky that does, like, Genderbend, Phoenix, Miles, and Larry, and they look gorgeous. Nick! Look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round and round.
Maya! Ah! I see they've got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline family. I wonder if it doubles as a fan.
Ooh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall?
What kind of manco bull are you pulling here?
And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be?
I just said what kind of Manco stuff, but what kind of freaking Thunderhawks building is this, if that existed? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their... Okay, straight face. You got to say the line. It's written. Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their milk.
Nick, first of all, that's a beef cow. And second, bulls don't make milk. No! No!
Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Nick! No! No! Just not drinkable. Oh, you could drink it, Kiri.
Hey, Nick!
Wait, Kiri, what do you mean just not drinkable? What else would you do with that? Hmm?
Hey, Nick! Now there's a real lady.
She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? Why is Francisca here?
Don't you know, silly? Everyone who's married is showing up in these things.
So Larry's actually married?
No, that's the inciting incident. The one who isn't. I wonder who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. They got that little pocket watch thing. This looks like Soren's mother. Same hair. Actually, wait a minute. Now that I say that, it's Soren's hair color and then Ellen's hair design. Is this the time traveler?
Ibby, you innocent, innocent child.
That is Selina Sprocket, Soren's eldest Soren's elder sister.
Oh. Oh no. Because we heard from
Pierce that it's just like the lone child of the president. But if they're saying sister, that means she's dead.
And they're attached to the pocket watch that was in this. No! No!
Beautiful and capable. She was a great lady.
Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about her. Speaking of pictures. Oh. Are those pictures of the wedding reception?
Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here.
Do you mind if we have a look at the photo?
Be my guest. Take as long as a look as you'd like, madame.
She looks so...
And Soren's just there. And Pierce is in the background, looking off, looking at the bull that's been destroyed.
And we can see here, it was another male bull.
Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? A thick fog bellows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds.
Wow. Look at how beautiful Ellen is here.
She looks a little nervous, though.
She does, doesn't she?
Hey, look. There's Pierce.
Really? Where?
Right there, behind the sweetheart table.
Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner.
So, what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out at you?
No, not at the moment anyway.
Hey, Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump?
I wonder. Excuse me, sir?
Yes? Can I help you?
Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that?
No. I haven't the foggiest idea of what you're talking about.
He clammed up faster than a clam. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor.
Well, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel keycard.
The Flying Chapel? What areas on the Flying Chapel require a key card, if I may ask?
Mostly areas we want to keep the public out of. Such as the staff room on and the hold, which is chock full of machinery.
So, you can't enter those areas without a key card.
That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen.
Wait, what's Ellen's key card doing here? Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred?
I don't believe so. But she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although, there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier.
Was that man wearing a beret by any chance?
Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache.
Maurice. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Gosh, whenever I'm gonna talk to Larry, it's just gonna go to old Phoenix, and not young Phoenix.
And we're not picking it up?
About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for, do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Gloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I hear an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. I realize how calloused I must sound, but my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as the Sprocket family butler.
You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you think?
Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime. So you were there. Interesting. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There is no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said that time travel was possible, though. Master Soren said that. It sounds like he is still stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madame will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. We must not disappoint her. Understand? It just all disappeared. You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell us about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me. This isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now I really want to know what Soren's still hung up on. I still like doing Old Phoenix. And with this person who seems to be locked up really tight, it feels like Phoenix is pulling out his steady aim. It was some time after the reception. Some of the Master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall. And that is when we saw it. I immediately don't believe you. Ellen said that she would clean it up. So, why did you go to clean it up? A woman standing in front of the victim with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like.
That's right! She just happened to find the body.
I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. Gotta play like that, huh? And That is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the only one who reported it to the police, huh? So Pierce was the one who reported it to the police, huh? He can pierce me. Alright. Let's do this one. Pierce! The woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena. Right? I don't think we've met her yet. Yes. About that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? All right. Very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's plan, after all. Of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past. Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line.
So why isn't she becoming the next president?
You see that pocket watch on the desk. Because she died in a car accident.
What?
I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then.
He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him.
Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions.
Also, I just noticed in the motif of this character's design, these are like hands on a clock, because one of them's shorter. I wonder if this person will have a breakdown and these will start to spin.
We're going back in time to the first murder case to take murder off the menu. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Hey, Nick! What are you doing here? Oh, right. Larry? Oh, man! Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Cute Piglet! I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it.
Wow. I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. QB Piglet. Don't you dare. Tidbit, if one of your hands were shorter, would you tell me the time?
Maybe.
I just realized you can't see me look at my own hands. You could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them?
Now's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed.
See? And this is why you'll never be rich.
Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right?
Was I?
What were you doing there?
Nothing?
Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of. But never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, were you?
Ding!
I kind of like him with the glasses. Completes the look. Larry.
Hey, he took off!
I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Come on.
Come on, Maya. After him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We, have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course.
Well.
Frick, where would they go? Tensions there? Nope. The mooring dock?
Yep. It has struck the 3rd hour. So, thank you all for showing up to this stream. You can find the next one, same time, Monday, noon, PST. I took in almost nothing. Well, we're just getting started on a case, so. It takes a bit to ramp up, especially with the special episodes that we've played through both before. They kind of sit in this limbo of just like, you don't know how to do anything, do you? But then this one also is like directly after Apollo has left. So it's taking place in the story, and the only way you can play this is DLC. So it's confusing of when this is supposed to be. On the air! So, is there any fan art or anything I should do like that? Or is it truly the end of stream? I don't remember this case too well, but I have a feeling it'll be a long one. I mean, we could check, just see how many parts it has. But that also gives an idea of, like, oh, there's going to be a twist here, because we know how long it's going to be. It's like pausing. It's like looking at the play bar of a video when they say, don't look at the play bar. The DLC is probably... The DLC probably is, yeah. I've been busy, so no doodles from me, unfortunately. Okay, but we can always have next time, Moon... Next time, Moon, Nonde Prius D. Don't stare into the Wii motion bar. Ooh, Ibby did an art. Okay, how do I pull up Discord again? Okay, so we move that away. And then we pull up Discord. Ooh, you can see Owl's art. He's just forever on stream. But there's an Ibby name right here. Got a little sad during the stream, but loved the QB Piglet idea. Aww! It's adorable! Thank you, Ibby! He's so small! You get a little purple heart. Just pig. Pig. Okay. There goes that. But yeah, we hit the 3rd hour mark when we moved to a new location. So it's about time we head out. Thank you all for showing up, and I will see you next time. Put in your bye-byes, chat. I'm very interested about this case. I want to see how it goes. I want to see what it does. I know nothing about it. Yee. This is why I like to play games blind, because I don't know jack. Also, speaking of playing games blind, I have a little thing of, hey, suggest to me games that I should add to my wish list for stream eventually. Why do so many of you people want me to play horror games? Why?